Hey cool cats, Raz and Nico here, and today we're doing the unboxings for 9RIP, Limited Edition, Day 1 Edition, and Aroma Edition. And of course they give you this special card for the 9RP release, and we'll be starting off with the Limited Edition because of course, Limited Edition where they give you the most for the most bucks. And of course we're going to be checking out the side here because they have logos and sometimes they're a little bit different. And they have two different designs, so it looks like there might be two different sides, so two different teams, and maybe the flowers they have on here is maybe one color for each character. But of course, let's take a look inside and see what else we can find. From what I hear of this story, the one comment stood out, which they called it Cupid Parasite but goth, and that just took me over the edge, because if you've been with me long enough, you know Cupid Parasite is my golden Otome game. And here of course we have this little fan, and if you're anywhere near the heat like me, you're gonna need this. And one of my favorite characters that has this fan, oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Not the biggest fan of orange, but this, nice. And the character that holds this fan is one of my long-haired boys. So yes, definitely keeping this on my list. Love it. Yes, really nice and kind of smooth. The material's actually a little decent, just a little bit. So not the biggest fan, but okay, let's go ahead and continue. I actually had to look back into the box for this because this little necklace here was hidden. So a little mad about that, but it's okay. I found it. Don't know why they put like extra plastic piece on this, but I think it's a Japan thing where they put like extra wrapping on this, like extra plastic on plastic, but it is what it is. But here you can see the logo on here, 9R IP for everything. But yeah. And when I was taking this out, I was showing it to one of my friends and they're like, is this an Inuyasha reference? Like, no, it's not an Inuyasha reference. So I can't wait to see the character that wears this, or if it has like a special meaning once I can actually play the game for this. But yeah, no, it looks pretty cool. It has like a cord piece onto it, so that's actually pretty neat. I feel like it can be an easy replicate though. And of course on here you have the CD. Yes, Whispers from Near and Far. So I wonder if there's like any meaning for it. Various worlds, various emotions, and gift from God. So 2 CDs in here. And of course when you open up the inside, chibbers, you get chibbers. Who doesn't love their chibbers? And more flowers. I again almost missed this because I was like, you get 2 CDs, and where's the second one? It's on the back side. You think you would clearly see, but it's a clear case, but you get more chibis. You get more chibis. You just love the chibis. Chibis are one of my more kryptonites, especially when you just love these characters, but CD redeemed, of course. But yes, it's a pretty nice CD now. But underneath the CD is the, lo and behold, book. Now, actually, I really actually like this book. I'm a big fan of books, whether they be like comic books, manga, light novels, things like that. In whatever format, I love books. And what I like about this one is I prefer hardcover books, and they have this little paper cover on the inside, or on the outside I should say. And what I like about this one is the little paper cover, and here you get the hard cover on here, the little secret design on the inside. So I don't mind the paper cover. It shows little secrets, essentially. It's like a little door, and when you lift it, it has kind of like a little secret cover underneath. In the back, the colors of this game is just what I love the most about it, honestly. It just makes it pop. I am not good with art. I don't have the words to describe it, but what I love the most about the art in this series, in just this game in general, is just how it makes the colors pop. But at the same time, it kind of keeps it saturated to give that spooky vibe at the same time. that's what I love about the art style of this. That's what made it stand out. And you can just see it in the art pieces in here. And when this game was first, like, in Japan, when I first made that reaction trailer to it, oh man, how you can see the characters here, Hibiki, some of the CGs, looks like a shy boy. Koyo, I see you there. I see what kind of character you're going to be. Senna's too pretty. I don't trust really pretty characters. I just don't. Minami, however you say it, I think he's going to be the character I'm going to go after first, if possible. If possible. I can't think two ways about this character. That's going to be the second character I'm going to go after. He's beautiful. And there's the fan. But that's what I just love about the art, how it just makes it pop. And I don't really know. I'm not usually into scary. I'm not usually into spooky, but at least it kind of shows what you're going in for. Toka, I'm not sure. He seems like he has too much energy, kind of like the youngish character, childish kind of way. This is what caught me off guard, is this last page, like, oh my gosh, this is what we're gonna see. But that's as far as I'm going to show. The last part of it was just like an extra story, some extra text, and it was all really small, so I couldn't really show it with the camera that I have. But overall, kind of the usual, what you'll see in a limited edition CD, book, small charms and stuff. Honestly, I feel like the limited editions aren't really going too much anymore. I've seen a lot, and I'm more impressed by the next thing I'll show you in here. Oh, and the other thing that bothered me is getting the limited edition back into the box. Like, I could not put it in. And what I noticed is that my limited edition came in bent. And I'm trying to push it back in on the side that wasn't dented. And now I'm trying to put it back inside the side that was dented. As you can see, the small crease on the top right that you can see here. I got it in kind of, and then I had to try to switch it back. But yeah, and then it got me really worried, because the more you take it out, the more you can accidentally scratch it on here. But yeah, that's what I didn't like about the limited edition here, is just trying to get it shoved back in there, and the more you try to do that, the more like scratched up you'll accidentally get it in here. But overall, the limited editions nowadays, I'm not getting too as impressed. They kind of feel the same. Here's an art book, here's some jewelry, but I can't hate it. It's 9 RIP. But here's the day one edition. This is going to be a day one edition Aroma edition for the most part, because that's the only difference. Aroma edition and day one edition are essentially the same. The only difference is that the Aroma edition comes with a diffuser. So here's the day one edition Aroma edition unboxing. Okay, but here we go. Aroma edition, day one edition unboxing combined, in a sense. In a sense, but anyway. Here, you'll get the game first off, right off the bat. And of course, the next thing that you'll get is this kind of like mirror gate thing. And I really wonder if that relates to the game as well. But I'm going to put that aside because it kind of mirrors everything I have in here. So I'm going to put that away so it doesn't show too much. But the next thing that you get in here is a lot of cards that you get of the characters. Honestly, they don't look half bad, and I'm going to comment the next thing I'm going to show on here afterwards. But here you'll get photos of the characters. Kind of miss the quotes that you got in Birshana, but otherwise not too half bad. What I like to do with some of these is that you kind of like laminate them, or you can put them in frames. You can do kind of a lot more with these too. Like if you don't care for a character, you can kind of just like sell it off or frame some of these. You can do quite a bit more with these. But otherwise, you can have some fun with some of these characters. This, I'm gonna go after this purple character. He's crazy. I don't know what it is, but not only is he crazy, but he seems fun. But otherwise, I didn't really think too much of most of these characters when they came back out. They just didn't stand out to me. But the next few that do come around, yes, I don't know. He just seemed very pretty, very pretty. I just don't know what it is about some of these character designs. It's just like, oh, okay. He seems like he has a big backstory. Too much like, I've just been scarred at him. I like the ones that just have fun. I don't know. You seem like you're very easygoing. But otherwise, yeah, these are the ones I'm most interested in. Our little crazy character here, long hair, and long hair, because that's what I do. The thing I love most about these day one editions, and why I'm kind of starting to pick them over the most, is because they have cards you can frame. They have little trinkets that you just don't really see anymore, like the little mirror, and now little like Aroma Editions, little extras. And the biggest part, honestly, these like little banners or posters that you get. This was like a fabric one, and the art for 9 RIP, and you get it in this like banner fabric poster. Honestly, amazing. I love it. And it's like on this great art. Yes, just absolutely. My favorite characters all like mostly on the same side. Yeah, I almost missed him. Honestly, I almost missed that character on the side. I was looking for him. I'm like, where'd he go? And I do really wonder if the flowers on here have meaning, but yeah, no, it just really makes me appreciate the day one editions more than the limited editions, honestly, especially lately doing all of these unboxing videos. But yeah, I just really I'm loving more of these posters, these fabric posters, regular paper posters, and things like that. I just can't get enough of these anymore. But that's everything that you're going to get in the day one edition and essentially the Aroma edition. But let's go ahead and take a look at essentially what you're going to get in the Aroma edition just kind of one more time if you missed my previous statement here. Of course, let's do a side box check. Doesn't look like you'll get anything extra or little secrets like you do on the limited edition, unfortunately. I did check the little tab though. In the Cupid Parasite, you did get a little hint or a little cute little peeks on the little tab. Doesn't look like you get it in the 9 RIP though. But here, as you can see, you essentially get everything in the day one edition. And here is the Aroma Diffuser. Now, what I thought the Aroma Diffuser was is that you just get a little standee and you just put stuff on it to diffuse stuff, but no, it was not. You get a lavender thing in here. I'm not sure what it's made of. You get a little 9 marked on it. It is just a big lavender flower thing in here, and it just makes the whole room or just whatever area you're in smell like lavender. And that little tab thing up front here has words: school, ghost stories, urban legends, I'm the one who will lead you into darkness, spirit world. It has phrases etched on it. And that is everything that you're essentially going to get in the day one edition and Aroma edition. Here I'm laying out everything in the day one edition, which will be less money compared to the Aroma edition, of course. But here I just wanted to show everyone everything in the day one edition. So here you have cards, the little gate mirror stand that does have a stand E on the back of it. So it'll stand up for you, the little fabric one, the card, the game, and everything. And then just rearranging it here for the Aroma edition, essentially the same thing, but then you get the little lavender here. Very strong lavender, I will say that. But everything's up there. Just the extra little lavender aroma thing. If you're into that smell, the lavender smell, all the power to you. I'm okay with it. I'm more of a fruity smell person myself. All the sweets like cupcake, vanilla, and all of that. Oh, hazelnut, love it, coconut. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. But yeah, no, this is everything that you get in the Aroma edition. Personally, if I had to pick one, probably the Aroma edition. But this is everything that you get. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Which edition would you get? And I'll move on to show you, kitties, a little bonus that you get if you go onto Iffy store and get one more 9 RIP item. And here you can see a little booklet here that you can get. It's a little card stand E that they released before you could get the limited edition or any of the other editions. So here, if you open it, they already printed on here little chibi characters on the back of this little card stand. You can see little cuts on the side where you could put like little postcards and stuff like that. Honestly, I kind of want to ask, but at the same time, I don't want to ask who doesn't like chibis. That should be a crime if you don't like chibis. But on the other side, you'll see where you can put little cards, insert cards for characters. You can make it match on the side, not match on the side, whichever. But here you get little postcards. And if you use this as a postcard, if you actually use this as a postcard, I will cry. But here, I feel like you get even better cards that are better compared than the Day 1 edition or Aroma edition. I feel like the back and the art design is better than what you get in the other Day 1 or Aroma editions. So you have Kura, Hibiki, and all of the characters. I feel like the art's a little bit better, and it's glossy. The cards that were in the previous editions were more matte. They weren't glossy, so there's not that shine to it. So here they're a little bit better, and then what you do when you have these cards is you slide it into this little booklet stand here. But here you can see all of the characters. They sold this on Iffy Store before they released the pre-orders or the game itself or anything like that. Not sure if it's still in Iffy Shop, but if they do, I'll leave the link down in the description below. Kure, I feel like, is going to be the main character. Hibiki is going to be like a side character. I honestly can't predict what these characters are going to be like because it's more of like on the spooky side. Some of them I feel like I might be able to predict, but honestly I'm just going to throw myself in it and just see what it's going to be like. I honestly have no idea, and I can't wait to try. I am terrified that I'm going to be very disappointed or very spooked out of my fur. But honestly, we're just gonna have to wait and see what it's like. And please, please, no spoilers. I want to just go in this completely blind. Completely blind. But otherwise, you can see here, we're gonna open it, and after we put all the cards in, all the chibis on one side. Now the corners are all white because the cards, once they're put in, are all white. Beautiful. I don't know why they just didn't print it on the other side, but which way. It is what it is, and either way, I love it. Part of the collection, part of the core, part of the process. I love it for part of the collection. But what do you kitties think? Are all these things worth it? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you cool cats next time.